everyone, welcome back to my channel on this Tuesday evening, July 21st at 7:33 p.m. As you can tell, we're in a bit of a different camera angle today, and I've got some boots in front of me. We're switching it up a little bit today. We're going to be cleaning off some of my boots that I have. I wear these to work often, and they're getting a little worse for wear. If you will, I'll show you a closer up here in a second. But I've got some shoe trees that we can put in, and we'll take the laces off and we'll oil these boots up, and they'll be back to looking pretty brand new. Here they are. For anyone wondering, these are a pair of Thursday boots. I think I got the color that was like Arizona something. Yeah, I don't know, but they definitely aren't in great condition. But here's the oil we will be cleaning them with today. Maybe that's not a great thumbnail. And before we oil them, I've got a nice brush that we will be using. Pure horsehair brush. So before we get into the oiling of the boots, I want to put these shoe trees in so they hold their shape just a little better. I think I just got these shoe trees off of Amazon. They weren't too expensive. I think I got like a pack of 5 for like $10 or something like that. And I haven't had the need for all of the shoe trees, so I think I ended up giving like 3 away. But these help to really firm up the toe box. I've had these boots for 3 or 4 years, I think, at least. So, I mean, they're not going to be in perfect condition. The cork on the side is getting a little beat up. Excuse me. But they still work pretty darn well. So I'm going to unlace the boots here. I had a pretty busy day today, actually. I worked most of the day as per usual. And then I got home and my cats wanted to take a nap again today, so I took a nap with them for a little bit. I guess that's not being very busy. But then after that I made dinner. I filmed a different video. Yeah. But I'm not starving today, so instead of forcing myself to eat, I figured I might as well just do an activity with you guys. I think these boots are they are not cheap, I will say that, but they're about $190 brand new. However, they've held up pretty darn good for how long I've had them and worn them. I've worn these boots in like the middle of winter when there's 10 inches of snow on the ground, and I mean, you know, they're not in the best shape now, but they've held up pretty darn good throughout the years. I want to brush off the boots just to get any dirt off of there so I don't accidentally rub any big particles of dirt into the boot when I put the wax on, or the oil. those have held up pretty good for 3 years and have been used in the snow and, all that fun stuff. So, I don't know. I'm happy with them. I definitely recommend a Thursday boot. The soles are pretty clean, too. It'll be interesting to show you a before and after of how different they look. This one's definitely got some wear on it. We'll get the tongue as well on this one. I think the tongue of the boot gets the worst damage because of the laces being tied so tight, but here's our before. We'll start up with the oiling. I've got a little rag here that I've been using. As you can tell, it's been used heavily for this process, but you just get a little dab of oil, or mink oil on there, yeah, and then you just rub it into the boot. And you can see the difference it makes. It makes a big difference. It really revitalizes the boot there. I mean, just look at that. I'm just going to set it down here for a second so I can get a little more pressure on there, but I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm just going in little circles. I like taking my time on this process. It's nothing I need to rush, really, and I like to make sure I cover every spot on the boot, especially because this helps waterproof the shoe as well. But look at the difference between here and here. It makes a big difference. I went out and checked my pumpkins today, and I thought I had a little baby pumpkin on, but it looks like it's dying almost. I wonder if it didn't get pollinated well. I'm not really 100% sure. But it's getting pretty cold out. I went outside today, I'm like, wow, it's honestly a little bit cool for the middle of summer. You can really tell where I've been on the boot and haven't been. What else did I do today? I got the new registration for my car, the updated registration, so I put that on my car, that little sticker that goes on. I did that. Other than that, I honestly didn't do much, so maybe I wasn't as busy as I thought. Tomorrow, though, I'm going to be super busy. I'm going to cut some grass after work, and then a friend and I are going to play some games. I don't really know what we're going to do yet, but we've been planning on playing some games, so I'm going to at least plan on doing that. Maybe it won't happen, and I'll have a bit more time to relax in the evening, but I don't know, I like playing games. I think it's fun and relaxing. get some new laces for these boots. They're getting a little worn. The ends of them are fraying. There we are. Half of the boot is done. Look at the difference in that. And this. This is going to turn into satisfying ASMR, not even ASMR. Hopefully everyone's been having a good day today so far, though. What else have I been doing? I've been watching. Does anyone else watch those like hour-long compilations of Impractical Jokers, or is that just me? I find myself at night, I know like some people watch ASMR to help them sleep. I watch that. I'll just turn that on and it's an hour. And I close my eyes and just listen to it. Sometimes I watch it. Like actually watch it. But I don't know. I feel like it's predictable enough where it's kind of relaxing for me. I don't really watch a whole lot of ASMR myself. Which is weird because that's what I do on YouTube. What else do I watch? I watch some people play some video games. There was an interesting video game I was watching some guy play. It was like a car mechanic simulator, but you're kind of like a sketchy mechanic. And you don't fix everything up 100%. You like can steal parts off of the car. I don't remember the name of the game now. But it's just like, wow, that's kind of an interesting idea for a game. I think we just have the tongue left here, but look at how different this boot looks. You see a lot of those like copy and paste simulator games too nowadays. A lot of that actually. Car mechanic simulator, grocery store simulator. What are some other ones I've seen? There's a fast food simulator. Me and a friend started playing that actually. It was kind of fun. But it got to be very difficult with only 2 people. You run a fast food joint, you have to cook the burgers, take the orders, bring the orders out, run a drive-through as well. There's one boot, cleaned up, good to go, back in action. Here's our other boot. You can definitely tell it's way different. I'm tempted to get another pair of these boots. I don't know, I feel like the quality is so good. I've had these things for, as I said, like 4 years. I think at least 3 or 4 years. years, and I mean, look at how well they've held up. I mean, they're not in perfect condition, but I feel like when you buy tennis shoes nowadays, you're gonna burn, if you wear them every day, you can burn through those easily in a year. I guess it depends how much walking you're doing, but I'd say you could burn through those in a year. And I mean, if I've had these for, let's say, 3 years, I got these in 2023. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. I've worn them in winter. I haven't treated them nicely. And look at how good they've held up. Thursday boots are definitely good quality. They're not cheap. You're gonna end up shelling out money for them to start with, but I think it's worth it in the long haul. I've got these sitting on a piece of paper. Actually, my install instructions for the fan I put up because I didn't really want to put my shoes that I've been walking around in all day on my desk because, you know, I eat up here mainly, so I don't know, I feel like I probably shouldn't put my shoes where I eat. It's a little gross. I was really impressed the past few days with those, like, European sodas I had. I've got the can sitting here still, like, the cherry Dr. Pepper. I don't know why, but it was actually pretty good for having 3 calories, like, no sugar in it. I was impressed. And the cream swirl that I had the day before, that was not a 0 sugar soda. I was even more impressed with that. There was only like 14 grams of sugar in the whole can, while in an American version there's like at least 50, if you get something like that. And it's like, well, why do we have so much more sugar, but they're pulling it off just fine, and it tastes just as good? I don't know, I feel like we could switch something about that. I had a little snack earlier today. I had a margarita pizza. That's one of my classics on the channel. I love a margarita pizza. I think that might be my favorite kind of pizza. Look at the shine on that. Here's the other side, not really done yet. I did a little bit up here. I've got mainly right here left. A lost art, I think, is like being a cobbler, you know, like the shoe person, where you resole shoes and everything like that. Because I think these boots could definitely last a lifetime if you get a new sole on them at some point. I mean, mine aren't still good enough condition where I don't have to think about that yet, but you know, just something to talk about, really. I let these sit overnight to kind of dry up so the oil can be absorbed into the shoe fully. And it just looks better the next day, to be honest. shoe. I really try to get into the wrinkles because I feel like that's where the leather dehydrates. These are made of actual leather, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. There we go. Now all that's left to do is relace the shoes. And I believe we started like this. See, this is the pain, is now that the ends are fraying, it's really hard to get them through the hole. I like to, you can't see it, but I match the ends up and lift the shoe up to make sure it's even. That way I don't end up with a bunch of lace on one half of the shoe. Man, this is gonna be a challenge, isn't it? Oh boy. And it doesn't help my hands are all greasy either. There we go. And look at that, we're still even. Alright, it seems to be going a little smoother now. I'm not lacing these up super tight. I don't want the leather to be like compressed. If that makes sense. I want everything to have a chance to breathe after I, oh, this is it. Oh, duh. Then I wrap it like this when I'm going to tie my shoes. Round, around, and around. And then I tie. But I'm gonna leave these not tied. So, there we go. Just like that. One more boot to go. I don't know if anyone's gonna be watching this. Is this too boring? I find myself, even sometimes if I put on like a TV show, out of habit, I'll pull out my phone and start watching like reels or something. I don't know if I have the attention span that I used to anymore. I don't know if anyone else finds themselves in a similar situation when they're trying to watch a movie or a show. But I've tried to, when I'm gonna watch a show, I put my phone like somewhere else so I don't run into that issue. Because I feel like, well, if I want to watch a TV show, I should enjoy the TV show and not need my phone to get through the show. I find I see that with kids too, like, not that I'm around kids super often, but like, they need a cell phone in front of them at all times or they're bored. acceptable length of this video. I know maybe it got a little boring, but leave a comment down below letting me know you watched the whole thing, and I'll respond to you right away, because I really appreciate that. A big thank you to all of my viewers as well. We're still getting a lot of views, so a big thank you to everyone for helping me that way. A big thank you to everyone who's been liking and commenting. Again, I respond to all the comments down below within a day or two, so make sure to leave me a comment. And a big thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you to all the newer subscribers and the long-term subscribers for sticking around. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me, so. And a big thank you to all of my members as well. A big thank you to you guys. So, thank you to everyone, and I look forward to talking to you all in tomorrow's video. Bye, everyone.